Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars on Monday Night Football in week number 5 of the NFL. This is on Monday, October 6, 2025. My name is Steve, and we have your best bets video for this game. We're going to have 2 player props and a total pick that I think are great value bets for this game. Let's lock in and get a sweep here on Monday night.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cat made now. Straight fire.
As always, my friends, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Let's make some money here on Monday Night Football, guys. That's what we're hoping to do anyway. We got a couple player props for this game and a total pick that I really like for this game. So looking forward to that. I don't have a results recap for you because obviously I'm recording this video early, so I don't have results from Sunday yet. Hopefully we had a solid Sunday. Obviously we'll do a full results recap on Thursday night, so keep that in mind. There in week 6. We'll also do all our comic capper shoutouts and that type of stuff. Make sure you guys check out all the links down below. Pin comment description. It's got our membership, merchandise, social media links all down below. Drop your favorite pick for this game. Put a star and asterisk next to your pick, and we will include your pick in our next video if your pick hits in the chat. So keep that in mind. Have a lot of great comic cappers here at the channel, guys. Make sure you guys follow those comic cappers down in the chat. They do a great job. They had a huge week last week, and hopefully we're having a huge week again. So without further ado, let's get after it today and get a sweep here in the NFL. Let's get right into our picks. At number 1, we are rocking Travis Etienne over 13.5. Longest rush here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. This one's minus 120 odds here on Fanatics. So really like this one, risking a unit here, but looking a lot more obviously at this market. The longest rush, longest reception market, and hopefully we could start to make some hay in this market. But I really like Etienne here. Obviously, he is the featured back, and even more so now with Tank Bigsby getting traded, so he gets a lot of carries. He got 19 carries last week, which we'd love to see that again. If he can get anywhere near that, I'd feel pretty good about him being able to break a big one at some point. Chiefs have been rather vulnerable this season versus the run, which is kind of surprising to say, but they are allowing 4.9 yards per carry so far on the season, which is obviously not very good. They rank 27th to running backs in the long rush category, so obviously we'd love to see that. This is a great matchup here for Etienne here versus the Chiefs on Monday night. And especially with the Chiefs being on the road, I like it even more. I definitely expect Etienne to get his fair share of carries in this one. He's already cashed in 3 out of 4 games this season with a long average of 39.8 per game. Not only has he cashed in the ones he's cashed, but he's gone way over. He's broken some big runs, which I love having that potential on a guy. And I think he will break a few big runs here tonight versus the Chiefs, and he'll have a great chance here to cash. The only game that Etienne missed was versus a very supreme run defense in the Houston Texans, so not playing anything like that today. Like I said, Chiefs have really struggled so far versus the run. Looking for that, obviously, to continue here. And like I said, this is pretty much Etienne's backfield now with Tank Bigsby being gone. They do have Tootin, I think, is the other running back that they have, but obviously Etienne's going to get the lion's share of the carries. And him in a great matchup where he's already got, a 75% hit rate this season. Obviously, we love taking a shot with that. So, love it there, guys. For our number 1 pick, we got Travis Etienne over 13.5. Longest rush here for the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going minus 120 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and at number 2, we got the over 45.5 points. In the Chiefs-Jaguars game, we got minus 110 odds here on FanDuel, risking a unit here. So both these offenses averaging right about 24 points per game. Chiefs at 24.3, Jaguars at 24. But they passed what I would call the eye test, right? Particularly last week, the Chiefs passed the eye test, getting their offense back on track, albeit versus a very banged-up Ravens defense. But I wanted to see the cohesion in their offense, and we very much saw it last week versus the Ravens. So I think that'll somewhat continue here. I think especially with Xavier Worthy back. Now, he's technically listed as questionable, but I'm told he's going to be good to go. And he's going to definitely try and play. Shoulder was bothering him a little bit here on Sunday, though. So hopefully he plays. Obviously, that is rather is definitely an important piece. So make sure you guys check the injury report. Check if Worthy's in. I definitely want him to be in here for this over. But we're projecting him to play as of right now. Like I said, Chiefs offense looked a lot better. Jaguars offense, with ETN and this running game and Trevor Lawrence, I think they'll be able to put up points as well here versus the Chiefs and kind of take advantage of some of these weaknesses, particularly versus the run. I think ETN, like I said, could break some big ones, get some quick rushing touchdowns, which would be great for us here. We'd love to see it, guys. But for me, I honestly see two defenses that to me are pretty vulnerable right now. Obviously, on Monday night in Jacksonville, with the energy it's going to be there, I think you'll see, like I said, I think you'll see some points in this one. We got two quarterbacks. Obviously, you guys know about Patrick Mahomes. He's obviously one of the NFL's best. He could get this done. And with Worthy, Kelsey, Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, those guys, I think they could take advantage of this Jags defense. The problem I have with the Jags defense is sometimes they rely too much on the takeaway. I'm not really sure how good their defense is, just in terms of, play to play throughout the night. They're not a defense that overly scares me. I was watching Browning, the quarterback for the Bengals, tearing their defense up. So I was kind of like, I just don't know if that defense is so good. I think that's a defense that could be taken advantage of. And it's the same thing kind of with the Chiefs as well. Not that the Chiefs are a horrible defense by any means. They're going to be one of the best by season's end. But they do have vulnerabilities. And I think the Jags could take advantage of it. So do love it there, guys, for number 2 pick. We got the over 45.5 points in the Chiefs-Jaguars game. -110 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and finally at number 3, we're going Travis Kelce, over 41.5 receiving yards here for the Kansas City Chiefs. We got -114 odds here on FanDuel. So I'll be honest with you. I'm the first one to tell you that I am not a huge fan of Travis Kelce props this season. I think he's obviously had some regression. But at some point, a line gets to be a little too low, though, too. This guy used to have receiving lines in the 70s, and now his receiving line is 41.5, right? So is it right for this matchup? I don't think so. Like I said, with Worthy being a little questionable, I think maybe they lean on Kelce here in a good matchup here versus the Jags. Jags actually ranked 20th in receiving yards allowed to tight ends. And what I noticed is I looked at all 4 starting tight ends this season that had played the Jaguars. All 4 of them hit their over in yards. So it's obviously something worth noting. There are holes in this defense in the middle of the field, and I think Kelce will be able to exploit them. He's still very smart. He can still get to the spots, and obviously he's still one of the game's better tight ends. So if you give me a line like 41.5 on him, kind of got a bite here. I think he's still Travis Kelce at the end of the day. We got to give him a little bit of respect. Like I said, I am not a fan of taking his props. But even to this line, he is 3 of 4 this season with a 45.5 yards per game average. And like I said, given the situation still with Worthy and given the situation with the matchup here with the Jags and the fact that all 4 starting tight ends have cashed versus the Jags, that was definitely something of note to me. I definitely like seeing that. And I think Kelce's going to have a great shot here to hit his over. So do love it there, guys. For number 3 pick, we're going Travis Kelce over 41.5 receiving yards here for the Kansas City Chiefs. -114 odds on FanDuel. All right, guys, that is going to do it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the content, as always, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support. Let's have a big day here on Monday Night Football, and hopefully, obviously, we can make some money here, which is obviously our goal. So I don't have a same game parlay for this one. They actually locked up some of the receiving props, which I was looking into. So I may end up making one and posting it in the pinned comment and also just in our community tab. You guys will see that pop up if I end up making one. We'll see. I was looking at Thornton's receiving yards because his receiving line was like 14.5. And he's a down the field vertical threat. All he would need to catch is one pass to get like 25 yards. So I was looking at potentially taking him for 25 and maybe, a couple touchdown scores or, kind of looking into some of those markets. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet. I may not do a same game parlay here. We don't have to do one for every game. But I do like the 3 picks that we have here. So as always, I appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate all the support. Check out all of our links below. Consider becoming a channel member, guys. It's just $3.99 for the entire month, and you get access to all these picks early. So, as always, appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. And also, we're going to be running a live stream for this game, so also keep that in mind if you guys want to hang out with us. We're going to have a watch party and game audio going on. So, as always, appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and we'll catch you guys all next time. Peace out.